Oh, yes. Oh, yes. To all the haters and the losers, sit on it and spin. That's all I got to say. Your Minnesota Vikings are the best 3-4 team. Actually, refresh. Come on, ESPN, refresh. 3-4, wanting some more. Woo, woo. That's right. That's right. Again, to all the haters and the losers, pipe down. Pipe down. Also, we need to put something out here. So the fans who wanted this team to intentionally lose games to improve their draft pick, which has no guarantee of landing a quarterback who will change the franchise because the bust rate up at the top is still significantly high. All of the fans who wanted this team to intentionally lose games do not get to celebrate this win. They must go to bed without supper and not even crack a smile. Those are the rules. It's in the Bible. It's in the CBA. That's right. Derek Baker, $20 in the super chat. Good calls and a prediction. If the players keep this up, the Vikings will make the playoffs. 8 or 9 of their next win games. Woo, woo. That's right. Randomly generate $5. LFG. Let's go. So your Minnesota Vikings gave one of the best teams in the league and also the best defense in the league the business. And there's a lot of things to pick through. Number one, frankly, well, first off, I kind of hope that the Niners would kick another field goal because then I would have gotten my final score prediction correct at 22-20. I mean, I should get some credit for them getting 22 because that's a wonky number. Thank you, Greg Joseph. Ideas, man. Anyways, but this was the best game of Kirk Cousins' career. Flat out. Not his Vikings career, not his Washington career, his entire career. 35 of 45, 378, 2 touchdowns, and was completely just dialed in. And was completely slinging it, converting third downs over and over. What was the Vikings' third down? 8 of 13 against the best defense in the National Football League at full strength. Woo, woo. That's right, man. Jordan Addison, hello. The bust-out game, 7 for $123 and 2 on 10 targets. Had himself a bust-out. Man, I love it. Hawkinson, fighting through injuries, fighting through cramps, 11 for 86 on 12. Absolute warrior tonight. Completely pulled himself off the mat. Offensive line, 0. Goose egg. D'Angelo Russell sacks against the best defense in the National Football League. 0 sacks for Joey Bosa, or Nick Bosa, one of the Bosas. 0 sacks for Hargrave. 0 sacks for Drake Jackson. 0 sacks for Eric Armstead. 0 sacks for everybody. That's right. That is right. Fired up, baby. That's right. And the whole thing about it is, too, the Vikings in their 4 losses gave it away against the Bucks, gave it away against the Eagles, gave it away against the Chargers, gave it away against the Chiefs. The Vikings should have won all 4 of those games. Frankly, the Vikings should be 7-0 right now. At worst, 6-1. At worst, 6-1. That's right. Sorry, we're missing a bunch of the super chats, but you guys are the best. We'll try and catch up. Got 2K on the stream right now. Woo! That's right, babe. So some takeaways from this: recovering from mistakes. So, I mean, when that first Cousins interception, when Addison got the ball wrestled away by Charvarius Ward, you're thinking, okay, this is how it's going to be again. 4 turnovers on the first 7 opening drives this season. That has to be an NFL record. But this team was not scared. This team turned it over, was looking down the barrel of the best team in the league with the Niners, and they're just like, F you. I mean, Christian McCaffrey. So I'm not saying Joshua Cutler, $10. Do we have a receiver 1A and 1B now? Yes. Carlson Cineros, $2. Imagine if Jettas was been part of the blowout. I actually think that Kevin O'Connell is calling a better game with no Jefferson to lean on as his crutch. But we'll get into that later. But this Vikings team was not scared. They're just like, F you, F history, F everyone, F everything, baby. That's right. And also, Kirk Cousins shut up a lot of the haters. I mean, this was an immaculate performance from Kirk Cousins. I don't think he possibly could have played any better. All of the Monday night primetime narratives against him, all of the no Justin Jefferson, all of the Shanahan-ness, all of the, Kirk can't do it against good defenses, out the window. Out the window. Done and over. Offensive line. So it's Holden Snyder, $10. Primetime. That's right. That's right. So the offensive line, all the analytics said that they're one of the best in the league. They backed it up tonight. Dalton Reisner stepped in seamlessly for Ezra, and we're good to go. Derek Baker, $10. 49ers defense is not missing any players. No excuses for the media. Absolutely. They were at full strength. Even had Greenlaw in there. By the way, did you see the dirty ass play that Greenlaw? Like he shoved a knee into Bradbury's chest when Bradbury was prone. It's weird, man. It's weird. Defense was opportunistic. Of course, Cam Beasley, rise on up, man. Making some plays, 9 tackles, 2 interceptions. Also forced that fumble with the back of his helmet. It was great. Jordan Hicks was good. Harrison Smith was fantastic. Daniil Hunter is leading the league in sacks now with 9 free and clear. That's right. Sorry, I got a whole bunch of them. CB the Nice is $5. Ranger $5, $5. You guys are the best. Super generous, baby. That is right. Woo, fired up. Everyone on defense was great tonight except for Byron Murphy Jr. Yeah, about that. But again, they made plays when you had to. They got over adversity. Greg Joseph, I don't know, man. But also, the Vikings will not be sellers at the deadline. Hell, the Vikings should be buyers at the trade deadline. Let's go. Vikings buyers at the trade deadline. Give me some Chase Young and Patrick Surtain in second. Woo. That's right, man. That's right. But super fired up. And we're on to Green Bay. I mean, the Vikings, best 3-4 team in Alpha. Actually, let's pull up NFC North standings. Right. Meow. Feels good in the hood. That's right. So Vikings sitting at 3-4. The Lions. Hey, how'd Sunday go for the Lions? 38-6. This was the best weekend ever to be a Vikings fan, where the Lions got the piss kicked out of them. The Packers lost to the Broncos, who may be the worst team in the league, and then the Bears won, and they ruined their draft position, and also Tyson Badgett might make them not draft a quarterback now. It's fantastic, man. It's fantastic. But, I mean, This game was a roller coaster of emotion. I love the limbo routine. I love Victor the Viking going all Bob Ross. I love Jordan Addison shrugging. Jordan, no big deal. I love it, man. Love it. I'm getting all the texts in the world. Woo! It's good times. Good times. Oh, also, so noteworthy. So, as of right meow, I have won the fantasy matchup I was talking about, where I Kirk and Hockenson against Addison. And now, I mean, we're ahead by, what was it, 0.16 right now. So we got to fade stat corrections, but as of right now, I think we got it done. I think we may have got it done, man. It's good times. But again, this is what's been so frustrating about this team. And that's when, the true believers finally getting rewarded in this spot where the Vikings, they just gave it away against the Bucs. Turnover, self-inflicted wounds. They should have beat the Eagles on Thursday night. They should have beat the Chiefs week 5. They certainly should have beat the Chargers. And this team was not good enough, was not bad enough to tank. And there's just greatness. I mean, there is greatness underlying in this team, and they're finally starting to scrape it together. Kirk Cousins is freaking dealing, man, and they're doing all this without JJ. 2 wins in a row without Justin Jefferson. It's amazing, and they'll beat the Packers. They'll beat the Falcons. Like we said, weeks 8 through 14, soft, marshmallowy. Could the Vikings go on an 8-game winning streak? It's possible. It's possible, man. Eight-game winning streak minimum, but I'm just so fired up. Sorry, guys. I'm backed up on these super chats. Everyone's good to go. I'm getting 5s thrown at me like a stripper with inflation. Adam Peel, $5. This is an uber dangerous team once JJ gets backed. I backed up against Horror, fighting like champs. Here we go, Kitty. LFG, Skullbay. That's right. Again, it's a passer and get the passer league. And the Vikings, Addison's a wide receiver 1. Justin Jefferson is obviously the best receiver in the game, as well as Hockenson when he doesn't have his head up his ass, doing it for the Hawkeyes. Let's go. Offensive line can get it done. And defensively, they can take it away, and they can rush the passer's ass. Get Davenport back. Hell, trade deadline, trade for Chase Young, trade for Patrick Surtain in second. Let's go. Let's supercharge this, baby. I love it, man. Should we just keep this thing going? Yeah, screw it. Here's what I'm going to do. So we're going to do the winners and the losers video in real time. And yeah. All right, so there's that. There's that. There's that. All right. And then we'll just clip it and repost it. Let's go now, Jerome's. Again, told you. Oh, no, actually, let's reset. Let's do this again. I'm not one take Charlie anymore. Come on. Expand. Enhance. There we go. Here we go. Here I go again. What's my weakness? Cheering for the Vikings. No, that's not what I want either. There we go. All right. What's going on, Jerome's? I told you. When did I tell you? I told you. So, to all the haters and the losers, silencio. Silencio, por favor, porque tú es muy gordo y feo y tu mama es muy punta. I don't know, man. But actually, we'll leave your mother out of it. She's perfectly fine. But the Vikings get it done 22-17 over the San Francisco 49ers. Oh, Brock Purdy. Oh, McCaffrey. Oh, by the way, McCaffrey looked pretty damn healthy. I mean, were the Niners playing around with the injury report a little bit? I don't know, man. But this was the best game that Kevin O'Connell, frankly, has coached for the Vikings. This has been the best game that Kirk Cousins ever had in his NFL career. And this was just simply freaking amazing. Like, this was cathartic, and this was the type of game that, frankly, it shouldn't have been this close. I mean, the Vikings' red zone offense certainly let them down, and Greg Joseph let them down as well. But here we are. Here we are, baby. Just feeling absolutely good and ready to rock and roll. I just love this, man. It's fantastic. But your Vikings do move to 3-4 on the season, and yeah, the Motor City Kitties, they're shaking in their boots. They lost 38-6 to the Ravens. We coming. That's right, man. So we got some winners and we got some losers from the game. So winner number one, actually, it should be a trident of winners, but didn't have time to change the graphic. But Jordan Addison coming out of nowhere. Well, first round. We said that he had to be the wide receiver one. We said that he had to be that guy with Justin Jefferson out, and he backed it up. 7 for $123, 2 touchdowns on 10 targets. Could have been 3 touchdowns. Also, like he missed the hot shot. Ooh, Trevor Lowe fishing, my boy. That's right. Movie keeps going alive. And also, we claim Easy as Asian now. Nah, just playing. But Addison proved that the Vikings have 2 aces, pocket aces, wide receiver one. That's right, babe. Kirk Cousins, like we said, this is the best game of Kirk Cousins' career. His second best game might have been against the Giants against the wild card round, but whatever. But Kirk, 35 of 45 for 378, 2 touchdowns. The pick really wasn't on him, and a 107.2 quarterback rating. Got it done. Made some absolutely balls. Some huevos, third down throws, moved the chains against the best defense in the NFL at full strength, by the way. They weren't missing anyone. Greenlaw was in there too. And get right in the face, right in the teeth of the best defense in the game. Cam Beasley, Cam Bynum led the team in tackles with 9. Broke up 2 passes, forced a fumble, 2 interceptions. I think he'll be Defensive Player of the Week. Rightfully so. Get it done, Cam Beasley. Kevin O'Connell. This is the best game that he's ever had. This is honestly the best game that Kevin O'Connell has ever had as coach of the Vikings over these 2 seasons, and it was at the right time, man. Play calling was great. It was smooth. It made sense, and taking it to the best defense in the NFL, all without Justin Jefferson. Daniil Hunter getting after it again, 9th sack, leading the NFL, as well as Hockenson, a season high in receiving yards with 86, 11 catches for 12. Hockenson was pissed off for greatness. He was pissed off because of the Iowa Hawkeyes. I mean, hey, this is an illegal fair catch. What are you going to do? Ski you ma. Caleb Evans had some nice passes broken up. A big one on third down. Also had 4 solo tackles. The entire offensive line, 0 goose egg. D'Angelo Russell sacks allowed to the best defense in the NFL. 0 sacks for Bosa. 0 sacks for Hargrave. 0 sacks for Armstead. 0 sacks for Jackson. Nada. Cam Akers. I'm sick and tired. Well, I'm sick and tired of the offense running through Alexander Mattison. He's a good dude. He's a solid all-around back, but I can't do it anymore. I simply can't do anymore. Cam Akers has better burst. He's a better receiver at this point. So free Cam Akers, do the damn thing. Harrison Smith made a key PBU as well as had a couple of great tackles in this game as well. Big time for Dirty Harry as well as Brandon Powell. I feel like Addison's obviously stepped up, but Brandon Powell has really stepped up nicely with JJ out. Powell had 4 catches for 64 on 5 targets, including a couple of key third down catches. It was great. Third down offense was phenomenal as well. I believe 8 for 13. Don't quote me on that. Actually, do quote me. 8 for 13. Close enough. So the losers, Greg Joseph, man. So it shouldn't have been this close. I mean, the missed PAT could have loomed large late in the game. It made the difference between a 1-possession and a 2-possession game. Ryan Hilk, $10 in Super Chat. Cam making that finish. That's right. Sorry, guys, bros. I'm really behind on the Super Chats. Really fired up right now. Also, missing that 50-yarder. I mean, 50-yarder is not a gimme. And props to him making the 54-yarder, but there was way more drama at the end than it should have been, man. Way more drama at the end than it should have been. Byron Murphy Jr. So penalties, bad angles, a missed tackle on McCaffrey, got cooked by Ayak a couple times. It just was not a good game. Madison. So Madison was inefficient running the ball. Again, although he did have that 19-yard burst, but the rest of the way is sort of whatever. And it's not an accident that he got out-carried during the game by Akers. And also, in the red zone was so frustrating. I mean, Madison should have sat down right in the dead spot of that zone, but he overran it, and Kirk threw it behind him. Well, he threw it where Madison should have sat down. Should have been an easy touchdown, and that's what's frustrating about the red zone offense. Play calling speed. Kevin O'Connell's got to find a way to get that in faster. I mean, in the first half, it's like every single play, like the play clock was down to 0 or 1 or 2, and also they had to delay a game. Can't have that. Third down defense. So a little bit rough, 5 for 9. Also, Niners were 1 for 1 on 4th down. And then red zone. I mean, red zone was tough. I mean, first off, the Vikings fans have sold their seats to Niners. So I understand that you don't get to pick and choose who buys your tickets if you put them on a third market app through like SeatGeek or Ticketmaster or whatever. But, I mean, the Vikings, U.S. Bank stand for a large part of season tickets. And you would think that those are Vikings fans. But two games in a row now, we've seen the Chiefs take over. We've seen the Niners take over. When on the TV telecast, when you can hear, "Let's go Niners," or when it's loud when the Vikings are on the field, offense is on the field for third down, that's pathetic. No, can't have it, man. Red zone offense, the Vikings were 0 for 2. Settled for field goals, left a lot of meat on that bone. It's just unfortunate, man. Turnovers, well, Vikings won the turnover battle. But, I mean, that first turnover on 4 or 7 opening drives this season. Also, the refs. All right, so calling that KJ OPI late after that sweet double pass to Ty Chandler, as well as so the umpire, number 22, was in full view of Dre Greenlaw putting his knee on Bradbury's chest when Bradbury was down on the ground. Like, he had a full view of it, and nothing. First off, should have been an ejection. At minimum, should have been a penalty. Was neither. But there you go. There you go, man. But overall, statement win. And Vikings are not going to be sellers at the deadline, and we're on to Green Bay, man. That is absolutely what we're doing at this point. So this is a game where the Vikings, like, you knew that they were capable of this. You knew that they were capable of beating the best team in the league. And the Vikings, again, should have beat the Eagles, Super Bowl last year. Should have beat the Chiefs, Super Bowl championes last year. Now you're beating the Niners. That's right. And now the Vikings set to go on a run. I've told you the promised land, the land of milk and honey, is weeks 8 through 14 at the Packers. Going to beat them. At the Falcons. Going to punch their face in. Versus the Saints. I'm still mad about stupid-ass Sean Payton and Bountigate. I'm going to take it out on Derek Carr. And then stupid-ass Sean Payton on Sunday night, the game after. Going to beat their ass. Bears on Monday night for now until they flex it. We'll see. And then you got the Raiders. And then you got the Bengals. Bengals are beatable. And then you got 2 out of 3 in division. 2 out of 3 at home to finish out the year. Lions, Packers, and Lions. Oh, my. No problem, man. No problem. Just super fired up. Baby. Again, this was a game that the Vikings are capable of. Glad to see it happen. Now, carry the momentum. The defense is opportunistic. The offense is can put up points with anyone. Like Kirk Cousins is playing as well as any quarterback in the league right now. And that's not hyperbole. Kevin O'Connell's getting his ish together. So you figure out a couple of these small things, get JJ back fully healthy, and let's go do some damage, man. That's right, baby. But that's it. That's it for winners and losers. That's it for the live stream. You guys are the best. Thank you very much. Keep Skull alive. That's right, baby.